And so in this next meditation, we're not going to have as peaceful an experience. So I've titled, at least tentatively, the next meditation, Meditation Amidst Dissonance, or Meditation Amidst Chaos. And what will be happening is I'll be presenting different subjects that most of us have strong emotional reactions to. And so this is designed so that these reactions manifest. We're going to have these sense of agencies, this thought of, I don't want to listen to this, or these disagreements that just come into being. And that's fantastic. That's great. Like we mentioned in the previous meditation, we want these issues, these problems to come to light. We want to experience them so that we can surrender them. We feel the pain that they bring, this anxiety, and we note it. And then we just let it go and feel that difference. So we'll go from this one moment, feeling that sense of self, or just being aware of the breath. And in the next moment, this thought manifests. And we become that thought. We have this desire to argue, to prove a point. We want to disagree with whatever's happening. And this is very unpleasant. And feel that unpleasantness. And then let it go. And note the difference. Note and experience what it's like when that thought manifests versus what it's like just to be aware of the breath, just to be at peace. And this doesn't mean that that thought wasn't true, that that thought wasn't real, that it wasn't valid at all. It means that we see that thoughts affect us. They affect us hugely. They can make us feel horrible, very anxious, unhappy. And we choose not to let that thought control us. We choose to live instead in joy, in peace, in happiness, by letting that thought go. And perhaps we end up saying something based on that thought. But we don't live our life experiencing that thought. If words come to manifest themselves, if these words come to be spoken, then let that be, and experience that in as calm and relaxed a state of being as possible. And so this is what this exercise is about. We're going to be tugging at your heart, finding the different pain bodies and frustrations that exist in a lot of us, and trying to pull them out. And so when you get frustrated, when you get angry, when you get upset, that's all right. Feel that out, and then use the different techniques that we've learned to surrender this thought, to let it go. No matter how hard it wants to stay, just say, all right, just for one moment, let this thought disappear. Let this thought fade. And if that seems difficult, ask yourself, who is permitting this thought to manifest? I know I'm not enjoying this. Who is manifesting this thought? And create that space for the thought to be surrendered. And of course, we can always ask ourselves, am I aware? Am I aware? Because very often we won't be aware. We'll be so caught up in the thought that that awareness, that stillness will be very minuscule. And so I'll help you by asking, are you aware throughout the video? And then let that sense of peace come back and just rest in that. Note the difference in how you feel.